Donald Trump is the 30th richest man on earth. He's a reality TV star. He's involved in real estate, and now he's the 45th president of the United States of America. Calling him controversial is to say the least, as at this time of this recording, he's in the middle of a government shutdown due to the wall he promised to build to separate America and its neighbors. But while he's the president of America, what if, for some unknown reason, he was the president of Nigeria? How would he fare in the Nigerian political ecosystem? That is what we'll talk about today on Green Click. By the way, be a friend and subscribe, share and like to help us make more videos you love about a beautiful country. Let's dive in. For us to imagine what President Trump would be like as a Nigerian president, let's see how he is right now as the current American president. According to sources, he prefers to start his day at 11 a.m. and would rather get oral briefings than reading briefing documents. During those oral briefings, intelligence has to mention his name in the sentences to keep his attention. He is very sure of himself and claims to be humble, but humility is a subjective matter. The president is also not shy to use chaos as a leadership technique, and this can be seen in the hiring and firing of his personnel in the cabinet. Trump has claimed to sleep at least 4 hours every night, but again, this is someone who generally makes false statements and misleading comments. One of the driving forces behind Trump's campaign was to create a wall between America and Mexico, promoting a more patriotic America that focuses on its own people before welcoming foreigners. He signed 24 executive orders, the most from any president since World War II. He made a tax cut which mainly favored the rich and business owners. He also went on a trade war with the rest of the world. On the other hand, he has reduced unemployment, tweaked healthcare, and gave tax breaks to help the economy. There is no doubt Trump loves America, but his views generally does not go with most Americans. If he was transformed into a Nigerian president, President Trump would most likely be representing PDP, as he would be a more conservative president. His election to be the head of state would send a positive message to Nigerians that you can be whoever you want to be, as long as you put your mind to it and work very hard, because Donald Trump does not have a political background. But again, if we were comparing apples to apples, maybe a president from another country would help him get into the office. Did you see what I did there? He would claim to improve middle class, but will help the rich instead, as he has shown to grant multiple favors to those who helped him get into the White House with positions in his cabinet. President Trump would also have a serious problem with the North, as he would frown upon Boko Haram and clump the group and the North together, with Islam being the common denominator. He would not be able to quell the Boko Haram threat, as he will underestimate the attacks that would be happening to the Nigerian people. Eventually, he would create a wall, especially between Nigeria and Niger, in hopes of reducing terrorist threats. President Trump would also be very active on Twitter, being very candid to daily events, but this could create a problem with security, as anyone willing to embarrass him would be able to know his location. President Trump would also be entertaining to watch, because he would go to a war of words with anyone who goes against him. This would include opposing citizens, opposing senators, and especially the media. Trump has never been shy to call most reports fake. When President Buhari spoke at the National Assembly, he was booed by a few senators. His response was straight to the point, as he uttered, "The world is looking at us. We are supposed to be above this." If President Trump was in this position, he would probably have said this.
He can't get a date, so he's doing this instead. Come on.
On the positive though, Trump would improve the infrastructure of Nigeria, as he is known to have a history in real estate. He would aim to fix transportation and would definitely advocate for some form of healthcare. Trump is a very patriotic man, and this would be the driving force behind his presidency. Imagine how many times we would hear, "Make Naija great again." He would promote local businesses and decrease unemployment. Trump loves America no matter what we think, and so a Nigerian Trump would spend major cash on homeland security and the military. He would give more decision-making authority to personnel on the battlefield. Trump would call out corruption, even if he would be corrupt himself. And since he's a businessman, he would find a way to make better deals when Nigeria is dealing with neighboring countries, or even America when it comes to trade. President Trump leading Nigeria would definitely be alluring, wild, and definitely chaotic, while solving a few problems that Nigerians have been facing since independence. He definitely fits the mold of a Nigerian president. But since this will never happen, we can relax. Thank you for spending a few minutes of your day with us. If you'd like to be informed when we roll out new videos, subscribe and give us a like. Share this with a friend and drop a comment if you disagree or would like to request a video. Till then, brothers and sisters, have a nice day.